Hello, first grade readers. Are you ready to get into our book for today? It was so good to see everybody in our community circle this morning. It made me very happy. We are going to start off with some nonsense words. So let me get to our list. So here is our list of nonsense words. And what we're going to do with nonsense words, I'm going to read the first line of words, and then I am going to start my timer. And we're going to see how many words you can read, nonsense words you can read in 1 minute. Okay, so let's take a look at this first line. We have mon, dop, rot, dub, mag. Okay, are you ready with my timer? On your mark, get set, read. And stop. That is the 1 minute mark. If you need to pause the video and count how many nonsense words you were able to read, let Mrs. Frampton know in a message, and we will see if we can make it so that the number of nonsense words you read in 1 minute keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I might have to find out a way to put more on my screen. I'll just have to figure it out. Now we're going to move on to our book. And I think this is a very silly book. It is a fiction book that's really just a fun book. The title is A Baby's Guide to Surviving Dad. It's written by Benjamin Bird, and it's illustrated by Tiago Americo. So apparently, in the description of this book, you can read with me where it says, once the baby is born, there are only 6 things a new dad really has to know how to do. This book teaches new dads those 6 things. So if you are a big brother or a big sister, or you're going to become a big brother and a big sister, this might be a good book for you to pay close attention to. Now, in this book, I am going to have you do most of the reading, and then I am going to ask questions to see if you are understanding what it is you're reading. Let's take a look at our first page. This is our title page, A Baby's Guide to Surviving Dad. Now, we have the beginning. Are you ready? You read first. So far in this book, we've met 2 characters. Can you tell me who the 2 characters are we know so far? We know the baby, and we know this baby has a dad. Let's read this page. Now on this page, I wanted to point out to you, we have some interesting punctuation marks. These curvy smiling faces are parentheses. We know when we're reading, parentheses help separate out some information that still relates to the words on the page, but it needs to have its own little section. So we put that in parentheses. Let's take a look at number 1. And it says changing time. All right, read this first page. And now this one. Number 2. Oh boy, here we go. Let's take a look at this page. Number 4, playtime. Your turn. I like this page a lot. Not food. Number 5, bath time. Number 6. Now, I want to ask you a few questions about this book because the author gave us 6 things to know about a baby's guide to surviving their dad. Now, if we were thinking of this list, can you remember 2 of the things without rewinding the video? Can you think of 2 of the things this author, that is this baby, tells us that we need to know about surviving dad? Did you remember the page where the dad is changing the baby? And we know that dads need a lot of practice. What's another one you remember? What about the feeding stuff? Remember how Miss Sunshine liked that there was a "these things are not food" page? Yeah. Playing was one of the 6 things. Sleeping was one of the 6 things. So when we read, it's important that we remember what we read. And if you remember, Miss Sunshine does this with you a lot, where I'll have you read me a story, and then I have you tell me about it. And it's really easy when we're so focused on making sure that we're reading the words correctly, it's easy to kind of forget what we're reading about. So that's a skill I want every one of you to work on. I hope you had fun reading with me today. I know I was super glad to see all of you. Take a look at this last page. Congrats, baby. Soon you'll be in good hands. And remember, you can't survive without dad. And I learned today I can't survive without you. And dad can't survive without you. And I can't survive without you. Have a great rest of your day, first grade.